the same. I'm so tired of playing games. You don't have to be so hard. Just tell me your dreams, the things you like. What turns you off, what makes you doubt. I'll tell you my deepest secrets. I wanna let them out.
RC Pro 2 only. It would help if I plug it in. Give me 1 second. Please stand by for quality purposes. Your call might be monitored and recorded. Actually, it is being recorded. All right, there we go. I just need to, hello? Mute the audio on my end so that we don't get an echo. And so that's off there. And don't need to Lou, you're back. Yeah, hopefully it's good. I see you guys. I hear you guys. I hear the ding. Drone's ready to go. We are on 99% battery, 14 satellites, and good to go. Maybe I'll share with you what the drone looks like well lit. It's really nice, all the lights, but we do that in the live stream. Gonna turn on the propellers. Again, just need to make sure we're good to go before we go so that you guys can see the takeoff. Sweet. Got one viewer here, which is fine. I'm not worried about the viewers because people come back later. I'm more worried about, okay, if you see the green screen, that's fine, but everything comes back later. All right, knowing that and moving forward. Trophy, I got a trophy. I wonder what the chatbots see it as. Because usually the chat, not chatbots, the streaming application sees emojis and other things, so it types it out. It says Marker Bay, Purple, Hartley, something. All right, knowing that and moving forward, I don't see, interesting, before we continue, I see MacBook Pro, DJI mic, oh, chat, I don't see the chats on the window eye. The chat window on the other feed needs to be brought up so that it's in the front. All right, knowing that and moving forward, we're gonna go up, 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 and away. Sweet. Remember, we go about 200 feet up before we go forward, left or right. Yes, you're back. Yep, last battery of the night. Even though the other one was at 60%. I always like to, remember each flight gets a new battery. I always like to, we are 201 feet up, which is fine. Beautiful night out. A little hazy, can't see Manhattan, but Manhattan's the other way. We're heading east right now. New York City is west, but I don't see any vision system and obstacle avoidance, or that's fine. I can still see the drone from here. It's going to bring it down a little bit, maybe 205 feet, okay? And then just bring it in this way, fly it sideways. We're going to try the POI effect tonight because we have a support ticket to put in with DJI. They want 2 flights. I keep asking for more flights. Flight within a flight. A flight with no flight. This is really, I love this building now. I hear the dings. Once the drone goes into POI effect, I will look at the comments, but I just need to watch it. So we're at 209 feet up. You can look at the format and landscape if you're on YouTube. We're dedicated our stream just for you. Now I'm just gonna let the POI effect work its magic. That's really strange. Oh, there we go. There was like no menu. Before I begin, we should such low satellite. Hold on, I'm gonna read the comments when it goes into POI effect, okay? One moment, please. POI, and we're gonna let it go that way. 210 feet up. I got 25 satellites, but never launch it when it's in the orange. As long as it's white, you're good to go. We're 210 feet up. Drone hasn't started to deviate from its directional course, but so far so good. As we know, the POI effect has not been working. We want to see is a full circle, right? I've been able to share, but never been able to really share live in real time. So hopefully we will see a full circle. Drone just did a swing by of the house. You can wave and say hi. Now I'll get to the comments in a second. I just got to watch the drone, only because, you know, given that this feature has been glitchy, we're already at 226 feet up, which is fair. But if we've done this before with Circle, Circle just does an amazing job and keeps it in the perfect circle. We're trying to do POI because DJI is like, can you tell us where in the video the drone started to deviate and not do what it was supposed to do? I'm like, really? Back in the day, they would watch the video and be like, oh, I see that. And I sent them my flight logs. 241 feet up, the drone is going up. So if you're in a city and someone says, hey, can you do POI of Big Ben with your Mavic 4 Pro, and says, I'll give you $100, and be like, yeah, I got this. Good luck with that, because as you can see, the drone's going up and the drone is deviating further back. So if they do offer you to do that, I recommend just using Circle on the quick shot so that the drone can maintain full circle and you get that full circumference / experience where we got like 1 bar. I can drop the antennas, but that doesn't really do justice. Again, 260 feet up, drone's going up into the sky. DJI, you gotta fix this. Stop asking me for videos. Maybe that's all they can do. Before you get an email with your drone's drifting back, as you can see. You get an email with a UPS ticket. What do they call it? Shipping slip. But as you can see, it will stop within, the perimeter of where we started, but it's just going to be further out, There's our home point. Can wave to the drone. You can still see it thanks to the folks at ViFly who sent us those lights. But that doesn't do us justice because we need POI. It's supposed to do full circle. We'll check it out once the drone is hovering over the parking lot, because I don't want to, I could walk over, we lose our stream, but if I lose control of the screen, I'd rather have it where I can visually see the drone. See, look, remember we started in front of the building. That's no way in hell in front of the building. So the POI effect still isn't working. DJI still hasn't fixed it, but Circle does. So if you want to do Big Ben or Sydney Towers or whatever it is, just use Quick Shot, I believe it's called, or one of the master shots. We did get further out, and the only downside to POI is you have to stop it. And Circle will stop where it started. So now, let's see if it did the perfect circle. I don't know what the hell that is. Nope. See? But POI used to do this. POI used to do what Circle does. All right? So now that we know that Circle doesn't work, we're going to move in a little bit more. I'm going to hover over the parking lot and read some of the comments, because remember, I don't want... I see it went up like almost 300 feet. And we'll just fix the camera, get it out of POI, fix that so that, this goes back into our correct angle, because sometimes that could be scary flying. We're at 294 feet up. I'm going to let the drone hover over the parking lot and just read some of your comments. DJI, if you're watching, you're killing me. Well, they will be watching, but we're going to drop the drone to about 200 feet. 200 and I'll move. I think this is good. Yeah, 200, 205. Okay, we're over the parking lot. If you've seen me do this flight over the day. All right, 208. Okay, I'm going to pause right there. Make sure no one's parked under there in case the drone falls on their car. That's fine. We've got Allstate. You're in good hands. That's okay. There's a little roof over there. It's like a little waiting area. All right, so we're going to leave it right there. And then I'm going to read your comments. We got 81% battery, and then we'll do Circle and see where it goes. I think the night footage could be better. I've said this 1,000 times. I miss night mode. I know, I love night mode. Don't collide with a satellite. You have 25 now, but it had 16 for like 2 minutes. Yeah, I know, but 16 was still white. White's still good, right? It's when it's yellow. What kind of house are you spinning around? With the tower on the roof. It's a municipality, and look, reminds me of the Reader's Digest building. I'll give a clip of it when I come back with the drone. That's a big circle. You should draw a small box around the building. That's a helicopter type circle. Hello, hello. It is. Lou, you need to draw a smaller box around the building. No, I don't. It's a glitch with it. I'll show you. That's crazy big. I don't think I've ever seen a big circle like that. It's an elliptical shape. Usually POI is not this wide. Maybe draw a smaller. No, I'll tell you. No, DJI has confirmed that it's actually glitching out. No matter what. So let's say I'm going to do it right here. And then I'm going to go into the video mode, right? Camera. So now we'll get a perfect circle, no matter what. So we're going to go into, I think it's quick shots. And let's choose circle. And then go here. Same thing as before. Doesn't matter how big or small it is. You will get, and if we go to our map, to see the map, go to YouTube, what is it? Not portrait, landscape mode. So now we're going to get a perfect circle. Why the drone deviates, I don't know, but I'm going to press start. And we're at 206 feet in height. The quick shot maintains the height and distance from the object on the full circumference of the experience, which is great. But the only downside is that it stops right on dead center. POI used to work. POI worked. We're at 204 feet in height. POI always worked on all the drones I've had except for this one. Why, I don't know, but DJI has confirmed it, and they're like, can you send us another flight with the flight logs and tell us where in the video that the drone starts the video. I was like, here are the flight logs. Look at the flight logs. You can see where it started to deviate from wherever it was supposed to do that didn't do what we wanted it to do when we asked it to do it. Right? Okay, there's the drone. You can wave. So I'm not worried about it now because now it's going to do. See, look, it maintained the height, 204 feet. It's not accelerating in height. It's keeping its, its rate, whatever it's called, it's POI, the pinpoint on the object of desire. It's going to do a full circle. We're at 37% in. When we get to 50, I'll be more relieved. But again, 204 feet in height. It has not gone up in height. Before, it went up like freaking 300 and something feet. So sometimes it's gone up almost to like 395, and then it taps out, and then it stops because, you can't, there's a cap on here. So you can't go, so it says, sorry, drone altitude limit reached. You can't do POI or, POI, because POI is the one that can't do full circle. So again, look, we're still at 204 feet and it hasn't deviated from the circumference. As you can see, we're at 1,400, 1.5, but before it was like almost like 2,500. And it should stop right where it started. 72% battery, which is good, but as you know, I get battery anxiety. You guys are keeping an eye on the satellites. We got 26, which was great. We didn't have a lot before, but we still got what we got, enough. I hear the dings, but I gotta watch the drone because you gotta be ready because it's a DJI product. But once we get to where we need to be on hovering, I will stop the drone, take over, let it hover, because I really need to watch this. And then get to the comments. Too bad I can't see the comments on the RC Pro 2, but that would be disastrous because shit don't work half the time anyway. That's why I don't put third-party apps on here. See, it start and stopped exactly where I started. The only downside is it'll stop on full circle and it doesn't keep going, because sometimes you can have it keep going, but it doesn't work that way. See? And now if we look on the screen, on the map, we got the perfect circle, except now it looks like a swirly swirl, but no, we got a circle. So quick shot works for circle. POI effect used to work. So if someone offers you some money for POI effect, tell them you do the POI, bill them for POI, and then don't bill them for the circle. At least we can choose which direction we want. And to get full control of your drone again, just quit it. You have to go back into here and then go back into camera mode. And that's why I don't like a lot of these master shots and quick shots, because even though they're baked in there, shit don't work half the time. All right, knowing that and moving forward, we're gonna let the drone hover over the parking lot, give you guys a nice little view of New York City so that you can see maybe it's a little overcast, and I'll just read in for like a split set. Oh yeah, there we go. 203 feet up. See, the drone still maintained its height. All right, there's Manhattan, and that's where they filmed that movie with Meg Ryan. All right, here's our zoom, and while I read on, what kind of house? That's the municipality building. That's a big circle. You should draw a smaller box around the building. That's a helicopter type circle. It is, right? Lou, you need to draw a smaller box around the building. That's crazy big. I'm just checking the drone again. Usually POI is not this wide. No, it's not. POI used to work. It was my favorite feature, literally. Maybe POI is better option. POI is better option. Was cop car in parking lot. Yeah, that's okay. They know me by now. Lou, zoom in, please. We're zoomed in, baby. It's a wonder they don't question you for doing hello. Nah, it's fine. They actually questioned me. Someone reported the mayor, like, because they saw her flying a drone. Can you believe that? So if the mayor can do it, so can Lou. So I was like, can you believe that the mayor was flying? I think it was a mini something from the roof. I guess they were showing her, the cops or something. So it's a drone-friendly town, but Karens will still chime in and try to get you into trouble. They even tried to get the mayor into trouble for flying a drone. She was spotted. She's a deviant. No, she's not. She's really nice, actually. DJI, lack of firmware updates, still not acceptable. The circle issue should have been fixed last year. It's dragging. Yeah, it is, because this has been going on since last year. It's concerning that they haven't relaunched new firmware for Mavic 4 Pro, especially the Air 3S. I wonder when they stopped. Way back, since last year. He's so dead on, because I put my ticket in last year. This is like so last year. And why they haven't fixed it, I don't know. And it worked. It worked on all other drones. Anyway, we're at 63% battery. I'm going to put it into sport mode. Okay. And then I want to see if we can get like a top speed. 202 feet up. And I'm just going to go a little bit higher, 226, and then move the drone a little bit more here, since we got interference earlier during the day, right about there. And I want to see if we can, what's our top speed we can get. All right, let's see our top speed, guys. Before we see our top speed, let's go here. And I think it's in control, right? And then we go to gain and expo, sport mode. Top speed should be 60, but will we get 60? I don't know. It's a DJI product. It's like, let's see. All right, we're gonna go 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Come on, man. I hear it. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Wow, it's so slow if you ask me. By the time it breaks 55, it won't break 50. That's so weird. And I have the maximum speed set to 60. 47, 48. DJI, you got to fix that. That's so weird. Maybe I have to be higher up for it to break 60? I don't know. Anyway. Can't break 60 miles per hour. Let's see if we can make it back home at 60. A little bit of a bummer. All right, let's try it again. Not enough runway, right? Let's see. Let's go. Oh, wow. Coming back. 47, 48, 49, 50. We broke 50 coming back. 51, 52, 53. 54, 228 feet up, watch your height, 55, 55, 56, oh, come on, 56, 56, come on, you got this, 56, 56, 56, 56, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, come on, you got this, little bite, 58, 58, come on, 58, 58. Damn it. All right. Gotta be careful there. Because you were going into the wind before. Oh, okay. Maybe. Maybe. Sweet. We're a long way from home. All right, let's take a picture of that. Another thumbnail for next week. We got 50% battery. Let's see where our, I know where that is. Always make sure you know where it is when you get out of your menu. Safety and update home point. Nope. So that works. You have to walk for a little bit. If you walk for a little bit, the dynamic home point will update. That's the only downside. So let's, I see a plane coming. Remember, planes have right away. So I will just go over the parking lot. And you can't outrun a plane if this drone has trouble breaking 60 miles per hour. Almost broke 60. So then which way do you go, right? If you want to break 60, like diagonal to the wind. So we're over the parking lot now. Speed issue is due to wind direction up there. Yeah, I need to like get some more tailwind. Almost broke, almost broke, right? The record up, 49% battery. Maybe another night, maybe on a warm summer night. 205 feet up, 46% battery. As you know, I do get battery anxiety. I like to bring it in when it's at 35%. That gives us the buffer we need. When flying in the field, I don't care because I can just land it straight down, you know? It's flying. It's flying, well, you know. Reduce gimbal tilt, that's fine, 204 feet up. And now I'm gonna bring it in, bring it on home. And where's my home point? Bring it right about there. There's our map. 175. I think 150, those thingies should kick in. 96 feet up. What are those 4 prongs called where you see your drone, the guides? We're 70 feet up. And there's that wire. You got to watch the wire. Oh, there they go. See, way off. You think you're on it, but you're not. This is an interstellar moment. Do, 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 do. Remember Interstellar when he's trying to like land on the space station? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Whoops. Come on, you got this. Do, 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 do. You got to put it in sport mode because obstacle avoidance. Whoops. Do, do, do. Don't rely on me to get you onto the space station. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, that's not even on. It looks like it's on there, but it's not. So visually it's there, but the strangest part is that it ain't. And now, right about there. I guess because the higher you go and lower you are, it just needs more centering. 40% made it back before the 35%. What is that resolution of the camera? You know, you're asking the wrong person. That's why whenever I do video reviews, I never get into the specs. The resolution is amazing. Actually, here, aside from it being amazing, we have it set to auto, and we have it set to JPEG format. You could choose RAW, and the EV is set to 3 only because the night mode. But as you can see, you have your Pro options. The ISO is at 200, the shutter speed's at 2. Looks like it's set for light trails. Other than that, I never mess around with the Pro settings, to be honest with you. But if we could have different camera mode options if we go to video. So let's say it was in camera mode, right? And then when you put it in oh wow. When you put it in camera, like video, the video quality just looks so much different and better, crisper. So maybe on the next flight, make sure I'm in video mode. But other than that, Let's see, let's have a peek. I'm gonna just let the drone go up a little bit so we can, 40% battery. We're home before the 35% finished, but I just wanna bring it up about 200 feet. See, there's another plane over there. The plane. And then bring it up 215, 219. So this is in video mode. Video looks better. Maybe next time I just do video, right? Instead of keeping it in picture mode, so we can get a better streaming quality. And that's it, 262, 39%. Time to bring it home. But yeah, remind me next time, no camera mode. Looks like a nice little thumbnail right there. I do have to clean up the space because storage is running out. I do have an SD card in there though. 90 feet up. We will have to do our little interstellar thing. I wonder if it will land. No, it won't. Maybe. Like, will it land straight? No, I have to position it. There. And we're landing. Sweet. All right, now I can answer some of the comments. Remember, you got to keep your eye on the drone, on the live stream. Let's see. It will never go in all direction at the same speed. Good to know, Mark Bay. There's always a wind direction, even if it's not windy. What is the resolution of the camera? That's so true. What Mark Bay says, that there's always a wind direction, because if you've done a hyperlapse or time lapse and let the drone sit in the sky, you could see the sky's moving. It's a 4K 100 frames per second or even more. Yeah, it is at 4K. It's at 4K. Let's see what my video resolution is. If I go into my camera, 16 by 9, resolution 25 megapixels, and we're shooting at 4K. Yeah, but it looks better when you put it in video mode, to be honest with you, you know, if that makes any sense. And then you have 3, I'll tell you my settings. You can see right here if you look on the big screen, for those of you, I have JPEG RAW, 16 by 9, 25 megapixels. It's on auto, on the white balance, and I don't have a lot of space. I do have a lot of space. And then that's it. That's all we got for you. Why does it say 34K instead of 4K? Let's see if we turn auto off. What does it put it to? I guess we'll just leave it at auto. But it should be 4K. I'm not sure what this button does, to be honest with you. But I just put everything back the way it was. And what's this one over here? Yeah, oh, that's what I know what those settings are. Okay, I just never got to them that way. And that's Pro. I never have it in Pro. I always have it in Auto. But next time I come out, I'm gonna walk a little bit so that the dynamic home point update feature will just kick in. And then let's go back here into my camera settings again. Yeah, that's all I got for you. 16 by 9. I think 4K is by default in there. And then we have here, and then, you know, of course, you can adjust the speed, but like Mark Bay was sharing with you, it's all based on the direction of the wind. I guess if you have the wind on your back, you can run like the wind child and sail away. And then that's it. That's my cache settings. No update as of yet. One day, that's my return home altitude, 328 for here. You know, you have your maximum altitude, so you don't go out of the buffer, but that changes depending on locations, and you always set that. Anytime you get a LANS an approval, change that, and then you have optimal preset, etc. And then that's it. We did it! Yay! We stream. Why don't you have it at 100 megapixels? Because of memory space, and I don't really have a need for that big of the quality. Are you talking about Oh, yeah. Will that change anything for you guys? Let's try 100 though. Let's see what 100 does. Only I thought it was like it would take up space on my Oh, it does look a little bit different. We're on auto. Oh, it looks so much more crisper and clearer. Let's see, that's at 100. We'll take a screenshot of that. I mean, a picture of that. Okay. And now let's check out 25. I really don't see the difference. You probably see the difference in the quality of product. I guess we could leave it at 100 and see what we get next time, because I still have more videos to make with this thing. Hopefully it doesn't take up a lot of space. That was the only reason why I didn't do 100, because I was like, oh no, the space. I'm gonna run out of space. And then that's it. How big a memory card can you put in the drone? I have a 200, let's see what I got in there. I'll show you what I got. On the camera, about, it's my aircraft information. There's the camera. One moment, please. Here's my SD card. I have a 256 gigabyte card in there, and I have 41 gigs of space used. And internal storage, I have 41. So I got a total of almost 300 gigs, which is pretty good. And then that's it for there. So it's pretty good with the space-wise. And that is it. I see you have RAW format. It takes up a lot of space, and I always shot in RAW when I worked as a professional photographer. That's so cool. Yeah, they say RAW or D-Log. I did one video on D-Log, but I found it hard to edit and correct color unless you're like Swedish Forge and really good at it. That's the only way to tweak the photos and video. But I'm freezing out here and I need to go in, but this was great. We got some good battery time. You guys were here helping me with the stream, telling me the quality sucked, but hopefully we got it better. We make these videos so you don't have to. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow night. We'll be on the live stream again with Saturday Night Live. We'll probably come live around 10 p.m. and see how long we go into the night. I hope that this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Ciao, guys. Great seeing you. Glad we were here tonight. We made it. Sweet. I'm just gonna close out, but I will be back tomorrow night on on Saturday Night Live.
It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you up. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying.